We know you've been waiting for this one. Ever since 2005, one model has been dominating SUV sales in the country, and that's the Toyota Fortuner. Now we've got the 2021 model, and don't get me wrong, this is not just a brand new look. There's a whole lot more in store with this new model from Toyota. Let's go check it out. When Toyota first launched the Fortuner in 2005, it really took the market by storm. And people were lining up in dealerships, even bringing bags full of cash just to be able to buy one. I know, back then, I was one of the ones who had to look at a customer and tell him, hey, sorry, we don't have any units here. You have to wait like the rest of our customers. Now, the new model, or the current generation Fortuner, was launched in 2016. And now they've got a facelift. And not just one facelift, they came up with two. The standard models, which is the G and the V, they have a very different look from this one. What we're looking at here is the LTD, or over in Thailand, it's something they know as the Legender. Now, as you can tell, this model is a lot sportier than before. They gave it a two-tone look and muted a lot of the chrome that the Fortuner used to have, well, quite a bit of. There's a lot of piano black accents, silver underrider, the blacked out roof, blacked out mirrors, the new wheel design. A lot of the details here, Toyota tried to really make stand out. Oh, and particularly these quad LED headlamps. They're pretty cool. But overall, the new impression of the Fortuner is that they want to impress the market because the competition now is very different than it was 4 years ago. And as a testament to that, take a look. It's got Toyota Safety Sense and a lot of cameras around the car. The same application of the two-tone black color with the Fortuner is also very clear in the very back. Of course, there's a black greenhouse, the black piece here underneath, and a nice black plate garnish or trunk garnish. The different thing with this version, the LTD, is that it has new LED tail lamps. The other standard models of the Fortuner have the same tail lamps as before. You can open the tailgate with your remote control for your vehicle. And as you can see, this is still a 3-row SUV with 2 in the front, 3 in the middle, and another 2 in the back. It just so happens that the 3rd row is folded up for cargo. One thing that you should notice with this variant of the Fortuner is that there is a speaker right here on the tailgate. And that is actually a subwoofer for the audio system. When we go up front, you'll see why. Now remember what I said about the Fortuner not just being about the cosmetic updates, there are a lot of mechanical updates as well. Well, it starts really with the engine. This one uses the GD series of engines, but they've been upgraded significantly. In the 2.4 liter for the base model Fortuners, you get an extra 3 horsepower and the same amount of torque. So that one makes 150 PS and 400 Newton meters of torque from this variable geometry and turbo intercooler power unit. In the LTD versions, it gets the 2.8 liter, and that gets a bit more power as well. This one is now a 204 horsepower unit, and it makes 500 Newton meters of torque. That's a 27 extra horsepower compared to before, and 50 Newton meters more than the previous model as well. It's still made in Indonesia, and your transmission options are mostly a 6-speed automatic, and for the base model, you can also have a 6-speed manual. If you're familiar with the 2016 to 2020 Toyota Fortuner, then you can tell that not much has changed in terms of the overall architecture of the inside of the vehicle. But that's okay. What Toyota did instead was to upgrade a few things here and there, particularly for the LTD variants. We like the black and dark red leather on the seats. It looks pretty cool. It looks good here. And you also notice a lot of mood strip lighting all around the vehicle, like here and on the doors. They look pretty neat overall. The steering wheel hasn't changed much. They did give it a nice upgrade with the gauge cluster. Very minor, but very meaningful. If you look at the center stack, it looks a lot better. The new touchscreen audio unit feels a lot more integrated, a lot more modern than the dealer option units that they were getting before. The buttons feel great. The texture, the clarity looks nice. One thing you will notice here, and remember when I mentioned about the speaker on the tailgate, well, this Fortuner, the LTD, uses JBL speakers all around. JBL speakers here, there, in the front, there, tweeters, on the sides, in the back, and of course on the tailgate, and you can see the JBL logo right here. So we tried the audio system earlier. It's very crisp and it's very clear. So kudos to Toyota for coming up with a JBL unit for this model. If you look down here, you'll see that it is a 4x4 LTD because you have your high range rear wheel drive, high range 4-wheel drive, and your low range 4x4. You have DAC here for helping you going down steep hills, particularly in 4x4 mode. You've got seat coolers right here. We appreciate that. You can cool down both front seats to your liking. So it's useful if you're parked in the sun for a long period of time. You got a USB port, your 12-volt charger port here, and finally, in the Fortuner, you have wireless charging. Yes, there's a wireless charging pad right here, and it's compatible for the key system of wireless charging. So if you're a Fortuner fan, you'll know that previous models tended to have a gray ceiling and pillars. This one, it's all black. It looks pretty sharp. It looks pretty cool. Toyota wasn't able to put in a sunroof here because that would kind of clash with the AC vents up on the ceiling. So instead, they just gave it a little bit of an upgrade, particularly with these lights here. Their new LEDs, they look pretty nice. But the important aspect with the Toyota Fortuner is how they gave it a new feature or a new set of features under Toyota Safety Sense. Where Toyota really wanted to set the bar with the Fortuner is in terms of overall vehicle safety. This one has anti-lock brakes, it has ventilated disc brakes in front and ventilated disc brakes in the back, which is really good. It's got stability control, it's got traction control, it's got the downhill assist control, it's got the hill start assist control, and 7 airbags. 2 in front, 1 in the knee, 2 in the side, and curtain airbags for the first 2 rows. But where they really upgraded this model is when it comes to Toyota Safety Sense. This one has a pre-collision system, it has a lane departure assist system, and it even has adaptive cruise control. Yes, if you set the Toyota Fortuner to cruise on the highway, it will maintain a safe distance to the vehicle ahead. It also has a front and rear back sonar and a new panoramic view monitor. Yes, it now has a 360-degree camera system that comes in through the main audio unit. Now, there are a lot of variants of the Toyota Fortuner to choose from. This one is a 4x4 LTD, and it's in white pearl two-tone. You also have the Toyota Fortuner 4x2 LTD, the 4x2Q, which is a new designation for the model range. You have the 4x2V and the 4x2G. In terms of prices, it starts all the way down at 1.633 million for the 4x2G manual. And then you have this one, which is already at 2.414 million because it is a white pearl model. Now, which one fits your bill? Well, it depends. You can always head on over to your nearest Toyota dealership to find out which model is the perfect fit for you. If you haven't already yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. This is Vince Pornelos of AutoIndustriya.com.